Google Opal builds a working AI-powered app in 60 seconds from a plain English prompt. n8n takes 2 to 3 hours to build the same thing. And the app n8n builds will still be running reliably at 3 in the morning, 6 months from now, while the one Opal built might break because it is experimental beta software from Google Labs, the same division that has killed more products than most companies have ever launched. 4 automation tools. 2 different categories pretending to be the same thing. Here is what matters. Opal gives you AI-first app creation, faster than anything else available. n8n gives you production-grade workflow automation you can host on your own servers. Make gives you the largest integration library. Zapier gives you the simplest interface with the broadest app support. The feature pages show you what they build. They do not show you what happens when it needs to run without you watching. Google Opal launched in August 2025 as an experimental project from Google Labs. It is not a workflow automation platform, it is an AI-powered app builder. You type a plain English prompt describing what you want. Opal's Gemini integration translates it into a functional tool with input fields, AI processing, polished interface, and a hosted link, all within 30 to 90 seconds. 10 working apps in 20 minutes is genuinely possible. The speed is unmatched by anything else in the automation space. Multimodal AI handles text, image, and video through deep Gemini integration. Non-technical teams in marketing and operations can build internal tools without writing code or understanding workflows. But Opal is experimental beta software and things break. Quiz apps get stuck mid-flow. Results vary between identical prompts. It connects almost exclusively to Google's own ecosystem, with no native connectors for Airtable, HubSpot, Notion, Salesforce, or Slack. There is no self-hosting option and no data export capability, meaning everything you build lives entirely on Google's infrastructure, with no way to migrate it elsewhere. Data processing transparency is limited with no clear GDPR readiness for enterprise use. Geographic availability remains restricted to 15 countries as of October 2025. The AI logic itself is opaque, making debugging difficult when workflows produce unexpected results. Most importantly, Google Labs has a documented history of killing experimental products that never graduate to full releases. Building core business processes on Opal means betting your operations on a product that might not exist in 2 years. Opal gives non-technical teams the fastest path from idea to working AI prototype. But it is a Google experiment, not a production platform. So what about the tool built for production from day one? n8n was founded in Berlin in 2019 and now has over 230,000 users running workflow automation across 400 integrations. The core difference is architectural. n8n is a node-based canvas where you drag triggers, actions, and conditions into multi-step workflows with full control over every connection. Custom JavaScript and Python code nodes let developers build anything the pre-built integrations cannot handle. Self-hosting on your own. Docker or Kubernetes infrastructure means complete data ownership with zero vendor access, making it genuinely GDPR and HIPAA compliant for organizations that need it. Production-grade reliability includes error handling, automatic retries, comprehensive logging, and enterprise SLA guarantees. AI capabilities include building multi-step agents, RAG pipelines, and integrations with multiple large language models, though AI is one feature among many rather than the foundation. But n8n takes 2 to 3 hours to build what Opal creates in 60 seconds. The learning curve is steep for non-technical staff who need training before they can construct even basic workflows. Self-hosting requires DevOps knowledge for infrastructure management, security patching, and monitoring. The visual interface is functional but not beautiful compared to Make's elegant scenario design, and the cloud-hosted option carries recurring costs that scale with execution volume. n8n gives developers and technical teams production-grade automation with complete data sovereignty, but the speed and accessibility gap compared to Opal is enormous for non-technical users. So what about the platforms that sit between these two extremes? Make, formerly known as Integromat, offers over 2,000 integrations, making it the broadest connector library of the four. The Visual Workflow Builder uses a scenario-based canvas where you map out multi-step automations with advanced conditional logic, routers, and iterators that handle complex branching workflows. SOC2 and GDPR compliance make it enterprise-ready out of the box. Custom functions and error handling sit between Zapier's simplicity and n8n's developer power. The visual design of workflows is genuinely elegant, often clearer than n8n's canvas for complex multi-branch scenarios. Operations teams and marketing departments tend to find Make's visual approach more intuitive than n8n's node system. But Make requires a similar time investment to n8n for building workflows, typically 2 hours or more for anything substantial. The free tier limits you to 1,000 operations per month, which runs out quickly with active automations. Advanced features lock behind. Higher pricing tiers. The learning curve sits above Zapier though, below n8n. And while 2,000 integrations sounds comprehensive, the depth of each connector varies significantly, with some offering only basic triggers, while others provide full API access. Zapier holds the largest app ecosystem at over 5,000 integrations and remains the simplest dedicated automation platform to use. Building a basic two-step automation takes minutes rather than hours. The interface guides you through trigger selection, action configuration, and testing with minimal technical knowledge required. Paths allow multi-step branching, and filters let you set conditions, giving it more depth than the simple reputation suggests. For straightforward workflows connecting 2 or 3 applications, nothing in the traditional automation space is faster or easier. But Zapier is the most expensive option for serious usage. The free tier allows only 100 tasks per month with single-step automations. Multi-step workflows require paid plans. Complex branching and conditional logic exist through paths and filters, but feel constrained compared to Make or n8n. Customization options are limited, and the per-task pricing model means costs scale directly with volume, becoming expensive for high-frequency automations. Right, so here is where I land. Opal is the speed pick. 60-second AI-powered app creation from plain English prompts, free during beta. Gemini multimodal AI built-in, unmatched for rapid prototyping and internal tools. But experimental beta with breakage, Google ecosystem only, no self-hosting, no data export, uncertain longevity, and not production ready. Best for non-technical teams building quick AI-powered internal tools, where reliability is not critical and where a Google account is all you need to start. n8n is the control pick. Open source workflow automation with 400 integrations, self-hosting for complete data ownership, and production grade reliability with enterprise SLAs, custom code nodes for unlimited flexibility, GDPR and HIPAA, compliant when self-hosted. But steep learning curve, hours to build even simple workflows, requires DevOps knowledge for self-hosting and far less accessible for non-technical users. Best for developers, data engineers, and organizations where data sovereignty and production reliability are non-negotiable. Make is the integration pick. 2,000 connectors with elegant visual workflow design and enterprise compliance. Advanced logic capabilities sitting between Zapier's simplicity and n8n's developer power. SOC2 and GDPR certified. But similar build times to n8n, limited free tier connector depth varies widely, and advanced features require premium plans. Best for teams needing the widest range of third-party integrations with more visual control than Zapier provides. Zapier is the simplicity pick. 5,000 app integrations with the easiest interface. For non-developers, minutes to connect 2 applications with guided setup requiring no technical knowledge. But the most expensive at scale, limited customization, constrained multi-step logic, and per-task pricing that punishes high-volume usage. Best for individuals and small teams automating common app-to-app workflows where getting started quickly matters more than long-term cost efficiency. One builds in seconds, one runs forever, one connects everything, one simplifies everything. Every choice is a trade-off. At least now you know what you're trading.